multi-talented creative. A visual artist, writer, and community organizer, each of her passions inform her bold, vibrant, and evocative self-expression. The personal essay she reads today is from her capstone project, Menstruation Monthly, a feminist fashion magazine about freedom.
I was born into this country because I am from its history. I belong to this country and I further its history. My mixedness, Black and European, is an American normalcy. Yet American English negates this. Our language distinguishes Blackness from Americanness. What are you? White mixed with what? What percentage does that make you? I've been asked. I free myself from fractions so as not to slap the brilliantly complex scientific reality of genetics in the face. Correlating the cultural validity of Blackness with a skin tone spectrum is frustratingly superficial. Culturally speaking, in the racial sense, I belong to Blackness, whiteness, and mixedness. Because of this, I am specifically American. America unspools its misogynistic, racist, and homophobic thread for the 250th revolution with a brazen audacity under the Trump administration. The wicked myths about Black people, about queerness, and about women are tailored with brutal infliction. To be called a cunt, for example, implies feminine weakness and is considered highly offensive. Cunt, used in queer slang, asserts the immaculate power of the feminine body and describes excellence. How we speak is a fundamental dimension of freedom. None of us are free until all of us are free, and to free others, I must free myself. I love myself radically as a form of activism. Refashioning hate into self-love is an active process of deconstructing our linguistic textile and transforming it into a tailored ensemble. I respect myself by searching for language which clothes me better, not just in the racial sense, but across all of my identities. There is no right first thread to pull to unravel the great big mess of America and free myself from the society which I actively reject. The problem with rejection is what to do with all the thread you've pulled when it's longer and older than any one person can conceive of, let alone unravel. America's history, which is also to say its present, supplies the texture of my clothes which connect me to freedom and also constrict me within it. Rejection of the language that I speak and the society that I'm a part of is an ironic pursuit. I am motivated to reject the world I was born into because of its pervasive violence. I use this word broadly, speaking on an interpersonal and structural scale. In its own hue and in every swath of oppression, language is a mechanism of violence. Like fabric is a two-dimensional plane manipulated to fit a curved form, written language is a two-dimensional construct that shapes our multi-dimensional experiences as people. In this way, language clothes me. Violence within language is as easy to underestimate as a uniform is inconspicuous. Have you ever considered the words we're using when we say we're hitting on someone? Our language around sex, banging, screwing, pounding, it's also violent. I bring this up because language is used to shame our bodies. I believe the first time I was called a bitch, I was 11. Harmful language is assigned to me because of who I am and what I look like. I call myself an entrepreneur, but I am dressed as a businesswoman. Recently, I was told that as a businesswoman, I'm gonna have a harder time than men whether I like it or not. I'm not sure why I would like it at all. Every harmful word or physical attack on my person is folded up and kept in my closet. I'm taking them out to show you the cloth these forceful garments are cut from. I've felt anger and shame because of my personal experiences of linguistic and sexual violence. I've yanked on and thrashed at this American thread for constituting such a violent country to begin with, a country that I belong to nonetheless. I've piled up this American thread into heaps. I've pulled it, rejected it, stored it, and screamed at it. Yet I cannot walk away from it because it plays cat's cradle with my ankles. I must create my own freedom because people like me have spilled our feminine, gay, Black blood on this American thread since our country's invention. Further, we were barred from weaving for ourselves for generations. Disentanglement and refashioning are thus also spiritually dutiful acts. To be an American is a heavy cloth to be cut from, yet it's mine. I belong to it. What do? I choose not to fasten hate, but instead curiosity. I design my freedom as I design the own textile I'm wearing on this skirt right now, adding and subtracting language to myself as is fitting. I won't erase my own presence in the word mankind, but instead use the word humankind. I won't quantify blackness as a number like on a jersey, just as my sexuality isn't a two-toned jumpsuit, half gay and half straight. I could rummage through the closet to find all sorts of costumes like entrepreneur, bitch, philosopher, sweetheart, sculptor, writer, and so on, because my wardrobe is endless. And any singularity of freedom is impossible. Nobody wears one uniform forever or dons all of their clothes at once. I do know this. I'd rather be naked and misunderstood than clothed in conformity. Loving myself as I am is a radical endeavor that involves both scrutiny and curiosity. Freedom is a process of learning and unlearning. I choose to sew love into the tapestry of my humanity. I'll knot the thread here of this. My freedom, like the creation of clothing, is a multidimensional process. My freedom is an ongoing activity of examining how our linguistic plane curves around the form of our self-conception as human beings. My freedom is a curious invention, an additive, expansive discovery and creation. I wear my freedom around me now, stitched with the same American thread of all those who have been oppressed and freed in the name of our country. I free myself to free others and to free myself further. I adorn myself always in the fleeting fiber of the present moment. Thank you.